Hey guys, it's Jen here with Ascension Mountain and welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited today to share 3 journaling prompts that I found to be very helpful when people are seeking the question of what their life purpose is and trying to gain some clarity in the direction that they're headed in life. And first, I want to start by saying that I think journaling or writing is one of the most powerful tools that we can begin to tap into our inner wisdom and receive guidance in all aspects, in all areas of our life. And this is a simple practice that can be done anywhere at any point of your day. And so I really encourage you to, whatever questions you're having in life, to always ask within. And then you'll start to see that the answers may unfold on the page right in front of you, or they come in the unfolding of life naturally, all because you started by asking the question. And so I'm going to give you these 3 questions, and I want to set the stage for what I feel is the most powerful way to get yourself set for a journaling session. So first, I really like to be in a heart and mind coherent state. So being in the heart space before you pull your pen out and start writing is really going to be essential, because you want to always hear from the heart and you don't want the ego mind to speak to you. And so how you can do this is just taking a few moments before you start to write, and maybe even just taking a few deep breaths, spreading that life force within you, getting really anchored into yourself. Or if you'd like a guided practice, you can do a little bit of meditating beforehand. And if you're interested, I have a bunch of 5-minute meditations. You can check those out, use those before you hop into journaling. So just taking a moment of pause, making sure you breathing into the heart before you begin. I also find it incredibly powerful to be in nature when I'm journaling. So I will honestly pair my journaling practice with time that I spend hiking or running or biking, whatever I'm doing in nature. I will just bring a journal with me and find it really powerful to connect in nature that way. And you'll start to receive messages from the nature around you. But if you're not in nature, I also will listen, like if I'm at home or somewhere in an environment, I will put headphones on and I listen to theta wave music, which is a great way to activate the brain to be in a creative mode. Because when we are in creative mode, we are in tune with our higher selves. Because then when we are in this elevated mindset of creativity, puts us in that heart space, and then we can really receive those messages. And really for me, it tunes out the whole external world. And so, and then also, if you can, it's really great to do first thing in the morning before the world starts to wake up and before your life starts to get really crazy. It's really a pure time in the morning. Before bed is really great too. And so here's going to be the questions, and I'm going to put them up on the screen and you can screenshot them or just pause the video, write them down. But again, I do suggest you getting in a little bit of a meditative state when you start to answer these questions. So the first is going to be all about the power of visualization. So I want you to describe your ideal day, all for morning and night, and just put as much detail as you can into this prompt. I want you to really feel into this experience and start to visualize what your days could be. And, you can include details on what you're doing, what you're creating, who you're surrounded by, where are you, all of these types of details. And I think it is incredibly important to have this vision with us, because if we don't have our vision, how can we give our energy direction? Like, we have to give our energy somewhere to land, right? So this is going to be our landing point and like a goal setting point, and then we're going to work to get there. So have that vision, and you might not know how you're going to get there right now, but I promise you, we will help you uncover the clarity to get there. And then your second prompt is going to be writing down your unique gifts, your passions. I always tell people that passion leads you to purpose. So know what these passions are, because a lot of times your gifts are in your passions too. So I want you to write down at least 5 unique gifts, talents, or passions that you have. Being able to identify these gifts and passions can really help us understand our potential of contribution to the world. I am inspired by the belief that we all have a beautiful, unique gift, well, many gifts actually, and that we need to recognize these gifts. And then once we have this awareness, we need to start sharing these gifts and these lights with people, because we won't ever reach full completion like in human experience if we have all these gifts that are just kind of all within. So it's really important that we bring awareness to these gifts and then we start to bring them into the world. But again, this practice is all about awareness. So let's allow the awareness to come out onto the page. And these could be obvious strengths, or they could be hidden at the surface. Maybe people don't know these things about you, but I want you to pull it up right now and really ask yourself what you're good at. I know you are good at a lot of things, so just write a couple down. And you might be asking yourself, like, how is it possible that, my passion for bike riding is going to lead me to purpose? Well, you never know. You never know who you're going to meet on your bike rides. You never know how, bike riding is charging your energy so much that you are becoming a magnet for these miracles because you're so happy and enjoying life. So you never know how your energy is being affected when you are doing the things that you love. So again, just write them all down. And this third prompt is my favorite because it's all about allowing success to be your only option. So success is your plan A, there's no plan B. And it's just my favorite question to ask myself when I'm experiencing any type of fear, or like I feel my heart calling me to want to do something, but there's like some layer in the way. And I'm like, is this a real barrier that I have, or is this just a created fear barrier with my mind? So this is a great way to recognize what's really limiting us and begin to remember that we are limitless beings. So the question is, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? If success was inevitable, what would you do? We have the unlimited potential. Like, these infinite possibilities exist, and we just have to open ourselves up to it. So I want you to tap into that heart space and ask yourself, what would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? Is this a career change? Is this a relationship change? Is this, a health change? Whatever it is in your life, I want you to say it. And that's going to be it for those 3 questions. I encourage you to keep up with these questions. And whether it's you asking yourself these questions, do a challenge, like a 7-day challenge, or just reading what you receive the next couple days from these messages, but really just continue to open yourself up to these questions and notice how things begin to unfold in your life when you have this awareness. Because now that you have the awareness, you have a little bit of clarity. And then that clarity is going to give you discernment in your life. So you're going to be making actions that are aligned with your heart and your vision. So this is such an important practice, and it's like so overlooked. So I hope this is useful for you and that you keep this energy going. And it can seem overwhelming, especially when in that first prompt we look at like what we want our life to look like. It's like, how am I ever going to get there? Well, the unknown we can go both ways with the unknown and the uncertainty of life. Like, we can either be excited about the path to get there, or we can be nervous and afraid. And I suggest that we take this path of mystery and we turn it into mastery by being excited about our future. And we have to know that clarity comes as we move. And we're not going to know how we're going to get there, but you just have to begin and have those small steps to get there. And it's so powerful when we can direct our energy in that way. So this journaling practice is all about the awareness, and now I'm talking about the embodiment piece and how we can align our actions to actually bring these dreams and visions into our life. And so if you're interested in learning more about embodiment pieces, stay with me on this channel. I love to share about this, and I love to bring people to the best versions of themselves, because I totally believe that that is who we are and who we are becoming. And if you're interested in doing a little bit more work on this area of purpose, I linked below a free meditation called Awaken to Purpose. And it's the first day journey of a 7-day journey I created called Locate Your True North. And it's such a powerful experience and journey, because it takes you through the 7 layers to really get clear and awaken to your true purpose in life. And that's what I call the True North. And so this first day is a really powerful practice in its own. And then if you want to continue the journey, you totally have the option to do so too. But again, I just support you in this journey. And I hope that this video was of use to you and of benefit. And please do these questions. Let me know how they were for you. And I also linked below a journaling playlist that I like to listen to when I was talking about the theta wave music. This is a really great tool that I use. So I'll link below the songs and that I listen to when I journal. And sending you all my love. Good luck on your journey of life, and let's stay connected.